Oh man. So your queen Jessica X attacked me once again last night. Well, this morning, whatever. I'm sleepy. I didn't get no sleep. I'm waiting for a package. I'm waiting for my PlayStation hard drive. So I'm just gonna make a video to pass the time. So the funny thing about last night, about this being the third time that your queen and the new female bully of the Black Manosphere, what she did, and this validates certain people like Ty City to stay out of people's chat, because I see him the way he moving now. Kind of certain people that's not coming into space anymore, like Mixed Out Flight was used to be on the panelist, and he stopped coming to the Black Manosphere. Zen came in the Manosphere for about a month till he bounced from the Manosphere. A lot of people see what the space really is, especially the Black Manosphere. See what it is. It shows the weakness of black men. And like Ty City said in one of his live that I'm watching, but I didn't finish it, this is not the Manosphere no more. This is the Womansphere 1.0. This is where women can disrespect any man in the chat, no matter how long the person been there. Like myself, who been here more than 10 years, well, more than at least 8 years in the Black Manosphere. So the funny thing about the whole thing with this crap is that a lot of veteran guys who supported the Black Manosphere is being treated like dog shit. And it's weird that it's the guys are joining these women, letting dudes being treated like dog shit. This is funny. For me, I learned in many times before when I said I don't trust black 95% of black people. And that holds true to all the events that I always have to witness. Not in real life anymore, because I maneuver myself from most black people now. But online now, right? It's funny to me that a chick could come into space more than a year, don't care about the subscribers, but just use black men when she don't even exist over here, right? She don't even live in the United States, so she give her opinion. But the funny thing about this Black Manosphere is that you niggas who support Jessica X are the same motherfuckers who never support Babatunde Umata when he first showed up in the Black Manosphere. Funny that y'all didn't try to have him on panels. Funny that y'all didn't try to have him make a channel. Funny that y'all didn't give him support like y'all should have gave him support. But the excuse of why y'all didn't support Babatunde Umata was the fact is he wasn't from America. He was from the UK. But a chick from the UK comes in with her accent that you can find on many other channels with people who live in the UK. You give her support. You let her go around here talking shit. You forgive her for the shit that she say. And then when I come at her, it's what's wrong. So let me tell you the game that Jessica X did, and she won. She played a number game. She played an alliance game. Jessica X came in from O'Shea. O'Shea always let the wrong people in the door. O'Shea is like the guy who run a mansion, but always call over the wrong people to live in the mansion. And instead of people in the mansion paying rent, they don't pay rent. But then he try to make the people who can pay the rent for the whole mansion for everybody that live in there. He lets the door open all the time for all these people to come in and fuck the Manosphere up. And then he takes credit of, I'm helping people when I'm doing this. Jessica X came from O'Shea. She jumped on Mr. Fantastic. Then she jumped on Game Changer. Then she jumped on Kuda. Then Kuda sponsored her to make a channel, showed her the ropes. So now she has alliances. So now that gives her corn blanche, to talk shit about anybody she want. Now, people have respect for Keith because Keith been here for a long time. So is me. But the fact is, Keith is more vocal about it. He's on panels. He put in the panel time, so that's why they know him. Because in the Black Manosphere, your chat support doesn't matter. You got to be on the panel with everybody, right? So she tried Keith, and it was a standstill. And this is why I think Keith, after that showing that he had with the whole, him showing himself to be a pro-black dude, he want to lay low now. But when he did, before that incident happened on Bernard Riley's stream, he stayed away from people. I started to see him back away more and more, especially with the Jessica X rise. I don't see MGTOW Light. Zan bounced. Half of the people that I know that used to be around the Black Manosphere bounced because they seen what it really was. The funny thing about Jessica X, she picks her targets well. She picked Keith Lamont, and he fought back, and he had backing. She picked Ty City, and Ty City could fight on his own, and he didn't need no support. But the person she does the most is against me. Now, I'm on the SYSBM side. I'm on the Red Pill side. I've been in this space for a long period of fucking time. So when I told her back in December 29th to never tag me, and I'm going to show you that interaction with me and her, the first thing that she said to me when I was talking to the chat, she started this whole drama with me for no reason. Because I didn't react to her like everybody else, right? She has feminist views. I had a back and forth with her on Game Changers comment section when I told her that women should get a vagina surgery to tighten up their vagina to give to their new man. But then she start talking about red pill shit when she hears Zero talk about. She's a parrot. She will copycat and parrot everything she hear in the Black Manosphere, but then she would do some feminist shit to me and say I'm loopy, right? So this is my transition from me and her, and I'm gonna give you the definition of that, right? First time was in Game Changers chat back in December 29th, 2019, last year. So I thought it was over. She thought that she can bully me and do all that crap, because really it is a bullying, because trust me, I don't have any backup. Nobody had my back in the chat when she was talking to me, talking shit. And nobody never has my back, right? But I'm used to the shit because, when I was on Facebook, I had like 100 people coming after me all at once, and I stood my ground. And as you know, the whole situation with the whole FBI coming after me and them trying to lie on me, using multiple people to lie on me, I held my own, even against when the feds came after me, right? So I know what it's like to not have anybody behind me, or like, oh yeah, yo, that's wrong. Why are you talking about them like that, right? So the second time was in DJ Kuda's chat, March the 15th, when Naima made a joke about coronavirus, relating it to Asian women. Now I went off on her in a respectful manner and told her that Asian women are not in chats. Asian women are not single moms who can't find a man. I pretty much told her off and made sure that she pretty much, we had that back and forth, and I'm gonna show you the interaction. So after that, a month later, She took a break a month later. April, she didn't say anything to me. Jessica X always wait until somebody else start talking about me. And then she comes in with her snide remarks. Tonight, today, whatever. Gabe A and the ghetto tech boys, Gabe A and Keep It Ghetto Techie, you know, the one that went crazy on Teapot's channel when that was going against Babatunde Umara, who don't have a decorum about himself. They came at me because I said that I made $100,000 in the deep web selling information back to married men and men who had girlfriends in the deep web. And they said that's not how it works. Small transactions, that's not how it works. And then I showed them videos of how the hackers are taking over people's YouTube channels. And I said, if you're so smart, how can hackers take over a YouTube channel? So I know a little bit of stuff and how people can take over somebody's phone or internet or laptop and take their information and know all the stuff that they are, their friends, their family. When I had these hackers, I knew this information, and that's how we help these married men get out of these relationships, and how we help the men find out that their girlfriend was cheating on them. Because guys like Gabe A will come up and say, y'all guys are talking about y'all guys talking about the bad, y'all never talking about the good of marriage. And then we would just say, okay, let's see if his wife cheating on him. Then we find out the wife is cheating on him, right? And then we'd be like, okay, it's time to show, I bet you your wife is cheating on you with so and so and so and so. I bet you for, sometimes we would say, I bet you for $250 that your wife is cheating on you with so and so. So they didn't even know that I had hackers that hacked into their shit. It was kind of like, it was a fun little inside joke where I would guess that their wife is cheating on them with somebody. And I will always win the bet. So that's how I made money off of having hackers on my back. And the other half was when I got transitioned from doing work with the hackers. So magically they said they start trying to pull me down and stuff, and I start showing them proof. And these dudes started discrediting me. Like Zero said, they think they know more. It's like a dick swinging contest. So I'm going back and forth with Ghetto Techie and Simp Gabe A. Jessica X runs up and said, don't mind him, he's a little loopy. And I'm like, what the fuck? Ain't this bitch supposed to be red pill? Don't she know that I'm in here supporting everybody? And don't she know this is the reason why I don't cash app nobody? I got money in my car. I got money on my card and stuff. I can give people $5 or $20 and shit. But when I start seeing this bullshit, the last time I tried to support a guy like Reggie Bad Guy and had Rainy Woman talk shit about me in the chat, I took my Patreon right from him. Like, fuck this, man. I'm not supporting y'all niggas no more. And that's the reason why I don't cash app nobody. This is the reason why I don't, give likes and stuff. Because shit like that. Worshiping Jessica X is the funniest thing I ever seen. And she comes at the guys who total red pill. I don't believe nobody in this fucking space, yo. No female in this space. And also, I don't worship nobody in this space. And I'll show you how my conditioning makes me a lot better than all these red pills. All these fake ass thinking men that say they thinking men, but they always use the word weird. And they make fun of people. Now, Smooth came at me on some crazy shit. But let's not forget what Smooth did. When he talked about DK Polygus. When DK Polygus was telling him about Asian culture and traveling the world, he tried to clown him with the Dark Sidious dude. Let's not forget what he did. Also, one guy, I don't know what his name is, I forgot his name, but Jerome, somebody that I, stuck up for when Mika B was talking shit to him, he came out of nowhere and was like, what's the beef, or I don't know what he said. I forgot what he said. But it wasn't it wasn't like he was like he wasn't like that. But I don't know what was his thing. I don't want to misperceive it because he still, you know, support my stuff. But at the same time, I'm looking at him like, yo, you saw what Jessica X said to me, right? She called me loopy. And this is a chick that I don't even interact with. Just like when I heard Melody, that everybody seemed to think that she's some kind of new wall. She said, I wouldn't date a guy who has to date fat women and all this other shit. I'm like, what are you talking about? If that's the person they have to be around. I mean, you got people on both sides telling you to go date fat women as practice. Then you got to tell dudes to say, oh, you can date women who don't look good and they support you. Don't be shallow. Lower your standards. So she gonna hold it against the men who had to date in their options, right? So that shows me what she was in. And then all the stories she says and then the pictures she put up there. Look, man, I'm gonna tell y'all right now how y'all look and what Jessica X is doing. So, like I said before, she gained alliances. And when she had that tiff for tat with Game Changer, when she called him socially awkward, she said anybody can get a girlfriend. And she said she pretty much belittled him that he don't know no game, he this and that. What she did was a move for herself. When Game Changer was accused of what he was accused of, she jumped up as a way, as an opportunity to make herself look good to everyone. When she did that, she gained favor with everybody in the Manosphere. That was her plan. That was her plan in the beginning, to gain favor with as many people in the Manosphere as she can and control the space and have as many people on her side as she possibly can. Now, that give her carte blanche to say anything she wants to people who don't have no value in the chat or don't have no value as panelists. So she can talk about them and troll them. She could be one of the boys and echo stuff. She can copy. Women do this all the time. They did it on Twitch. They did it on Facebook. They did it on every single platform that I went on. And a lot of these dudes don't get it. But then they be in the chats talking something different. You know, my running with Thorwald Columbia and how he switched up when he was on Zero panel. And Zero called it out on one of his lives, talking about how Thorwald Columbia switched up and shit about game and all this other shit. And he was agreeing with Kuda to get with old women and all this other dumb shit. So one of the things I seen, and that's the thing that y'all need to understand, is that this is how Jessica X mind works. She bored of her life. She bored of dominating regular men. So what she do, instead of coming into space just like the rest of these women, they're bored of the regular men that they used to. They want to dominate and infiltrate the spaces of people who are hard to dominate by other women. And they want to come into spaces and be pushed up there and then say in real life, because you don't know what she's saying in real life, oh, I got these red pill men, these MGTOW men, or these men who talk about how they don't get women, how they do this and how women don't control them. But I got these guys eating out the palm of my hands. So this is pretty much new. See, what's his name? Ty City was right. You can never, ever go into a female space and try to take over. You can never go into a female space and do the same thing Jessica X did. They will block you off their webpage. They'll block you in their groups or kick you out their groups. They'll kick you out their chat rooms. They won't even let you get an inch in type of influence in their space. But for some reason, it's easy for black men to allow a female to dominate you in your spaces. This is why I think when I made that video, that it went through to this day, when I said black men are the most controlled by women or by their women than any other race. White guys bounced and blocked women off their shit. Asian guys literally became shut-ins and didn't take women's shit and left the whole fucking thing. Black men are the only ones who will let women do what the fuck they want, talk to anybody whoever they want, and then wear fake labels to act like they something to fit in with everybody. Some of these guys are newborns. They come into space 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5. Some of them came into space a year ago. And they throwing their opinions around and they just worshiping shit and doing the shit that's opposite of what the shit was there. I mean, last night I heard Kuda say the 2.0 niggas brung in some of the women and stuff. He's right. But what Kuda didn't say is that there was a hit list that literally took down a whole bunch of men's channel. And there was guys who don't fuck with the black manosphere no more because of the shit that's going on right now with women like Jessica X. They was on the front lines fighting these women when they got their channels taken down. A lot of these guys are on their their third or fourth channels. Just like O'Shea. He got hit. Anchorman got hit. Obsidian got hit. Brian Solange got hit. Reg the Bad Guy got hit. Multiple people in that category of the guys who was in 1.0, they all got hit. And then a lot of them just left because they knew it. Hardcore Tito said it. He predicted this shit 5-6 years ago. He said the women gonna use the men to go against men and take over spaces and take over men's spaces. And he was in the beginning. He was right. And it's funny to me, man. But this is why I don't want to be around. I don't want black men to have any power over me in general now. Like, I don't trust a black-owned business. I don't trust anything that's all black. You know why? Because shit like this will always come up. I mean, if I'm around all black people, a black chick could come up and say, I did something to a child. And here come these niggas who work with me, believing what she said, and I'm either in the ground or I get beat up and sent to the hospital. And when they find out it was fake, these niggas are trying to apologize to me and say, don't call the police. I can't trust these niggas. And you can give these guys any kind of job. You give them a tech job, they still a fucking hood dude. You give them military training, they still a fucking hood dude and a simp. You give them any type of high status job, these dudes still are fucking simp, ghetto ass person. You can't get it out of them. And this is why I said that they are lost. They are like, most black dudes are lost. And this is why in general, I don't believe of being around a whole bunch of black people. I don't believe in all black nothing. Because eventually shit like this will always happen when you're around too many black people. This shit what happens when you get around them. This turncoat shit, the game shit comes up, the whole ghetto ass shit comes up, the whole hood mentality bullshit comes up, and it's like, oh man. And then it's from the same motherfuckers who said that they're different from the other motherfuckers. I didn't never get locked up, and I didn't do none of this. But then they act just like the niggas who got locked up and sell drugs. As violent, as confrontational, and they use the same vocabulary, calling niggas weird, making fun of people's voice, jumping on women's side, saying this is Sasha's fest. I mean, like, this is why I said that when people talk about, black towns and, black council and black politicians and shit like that. That's a scary world that I don't want to be in. I don't want to be in that world. At least in this world, I have a little wiggle room. But if you get around motherfucking like enough motherfucking black people to the point where they got power over you, they'll try to put you in jail over some stupid shit, or try to eliminate you over a fucking female, or believe what a female say. They're the first. Black men are the first ones to believe what a female say and take a female side. And these are guys who supposedly get vagina all the time. Oh my God, man. This is some bullshit, man. But I expect much from black people, man. Black dudes in general, right? So let's go all the way back to December the 19th. December the 29th, when the whole Jessica X attack on me happened. So I said, women of other races don't try to play the guys they pick last. They try to get things like a vagina to show the man he's getting something new, and she got it for him. So me telling them that is that me looking at how other races do. They always clean themselves up for the next man. This is why white women could get a white guy who used to sleep with a whole bunch of black guys, because they get a vagina surgery to make sure that every trace of that black guy is gone. Indian women, my experience when I seen it, an Indian chick by her mom told her to get a vagina, her reconstructed vagina, so she can marry her arranged marriage, the Indian doctor. Every single race of women decided to take care of themselves, but it's never black women. They never spend money for the new guy that they sleep with. They always try to put whatever they have onto the new guy. So that's why I said that. So I was talking about, this was Game Changers panel when he says women are cheap or some shit, right? So here comes your queen, the black manosphere bully, Jessica X, who tagged me first. I never said shit to her. I never liked her from the first time she came into space. But she thought she could tag me, a true red pill, a true guy who believe in all male space. In general, I never cared about her being in the space, long as she never interacted with me. That was my policy with all the women. Never interact with me. I'm a part of a man's space. Leave me the fuck alone. So when she tagged me, I said, what the fuck made this bitch tag me for? I'm not friends with her. I never worship her. I never gave her congratulations. Why the fuck she tagged me? So in turn, I did this. Oops. Let's see. That's not it. That's not it. Shit. I hope I put it down. I hope I got it. Okay. Got it mixed up. I hope I got all of them. Let's see. God damn it. Oh shit. I gotta relay on to the one because I forgot to put it on there. Oh shit. So I told her basically not to never tag me again at all. From that point, she called me. I forgot what she said because I don't have the thing. But fuck, man. Let me hurry. Let me get this out. Let me get this. That's shit. Nope. Let me get it. Fucked up. Sorry. I was trying to. Shit. This shit is shit. Let's see. Trying to get that. Nope. I know I had it. Okay, here we go. Watch out, they trying to use you. So, here we go. I'm here. So, this is what I said. And this is what she said. So, this is my response to her. Right here. Right here. It was short and sweet and she could have just let it the fuck go. Right? I said, don't tag me again, chick, at Jessica X. Let that be the last time I was talking to the conversation, not some chick. She didn't like that. She didn't like that Queen Jessica wasn't being worshipped. She didn't like that. So this is what she turned to do. Not a problem. You're clearly quite weird. I'm clearly quite weird because I didn't do what she wanted me to do. And this is the chick that y'all go on a page for and camming up for and showing y'all faces. This is the chick that y'all said speak the truth and being real and shit. This is the so-called red pill chick, right? Who, when I told her to don't fucking tag me, she called me quite weird, a feminist. Especially, remember what I said on my last video about when people call you weird, they try to devalue, right? In her mind, calling me weird was her way to devalue me in the black manosphere. And in that turn, in her calling me, I'm quite weird, triggered her to say, now I have advantage over this guy and I can talk about this guy whenever I want. But I need other people to back me up when he's having a problem with other people in the chat and I can join in. So, this is what happened. Well, ignore me then. Don't be rude and surprised you don't get a pleasant response. How the fuck? You're in a fucking man's space, but you want me to be nice to you? I mean, remember the thing that she did with Game Changer and call him awkward. Right? I can be rude because I was here before you when this space was only men. I said don't tag me. And that's all. I never called names. So keep it a man-only experience and ignore what you don't like. You were rude anyways. Don't add me again. Remember, she the one who tagged the fuck me. I never tagged her. So this is what she gonna do to any guy in this space who responds to her like she don't want to. And guess what gonna happen? She gonna have either her alliance guys who gonna come and make fun of you. The guys she got as her alliance, they gonna come and make fun of you, dude. I'm just warning you. This is what she gonna do. But this didn't stop. Remember, this is December. This is December. of last year. Some guy. Omega said some guy. Mind you, I've been in this fucking space longer than her, but I'm some guy. And people know me in this space who've been in this space for a long time. Some people, the people who used to be in this space. So she said some guy. That was her devaluing me, putting me down and saying, that's just some stupid ass chat guy who don't have a page and never been in the Black Manosphere because I value more than him because I'm a woman and everybody believe me. Oh, man. So let's go back to the drama. So this is in March. A month. She always takes a month, right? A month break, 2 months break before she talks shit. She always wait till I have problems with another person to come talk shit. By this time, she already devalued me. Call me weird. Say I'm some guy. Even though I show support to people. So she already said I'm Queen Jessica. So this is March. I was talking to the conversation and I was trying to tell Hammer that he could get with Asian women. So Naima came and threw a socially awkward a socially awkward joke and thought that I was playing around with her because she thought she could play around with me because everybody else do the same thing they do to Jessica X, right? So she said, now, Chris, it's not the time to be wrecking Lang Lang. Like, people dying is a damn joke. So, yes. Let's see. I'm trying to go back. Let's see. Let's see. I forgot I took it out. Wait, let's see. I forgot what I said. Pretty much I told her, I said, at 18, I went with Asians and they did me the best and always never had to need game in any of this bullshit. Go Asian, be happy, right? They are not online. They have a family. They're not going from chat to chat like you black women. They have kids who good and they have a black man by their side. So I said that Asian women were better than her. So she took offense to it, said, you wish in a millionaire she's a better woman than me. Mind you, this is a woman who, Naima is the same chick who had the show that she could cook chicken. Or she the same woman who go from chat to chat talking shit. So after I said that, she tries to say shit like, Christopher Owens, I was just a joke to you. You took it the wrong way and took it personal. Difference between you and me, I'm showing positive support and you're mostly negative from what I see. So these women don't see men who don't worship them, but y'all allow these motherfuckers into space. And this is what Asian guys know, this is what Latino guys know, and this is what white guys know about women. They come into space and devalue certain men and try to make other men more important than the rest of them. This is what they do. But you let them into space and then You wonder why your channel don't grow. And you wonder why everybody leaves the space because of shit like this, from what I see. So you didn't see me before I made the Asian comment in chats? Just like Jessica X. And this is what these women do. And this is what these men do. And then the DJ Nap guy, that was my problem with him before, told me to shut up. Because you want attention. Even though I was talking about Asian women. So here comes Jessica X and her comment to try to devalue me again. This is, mind you, this is in March. Naima, just ignore him. He always angry and hostile for no reason. I've been here from the start. I support men, been helping more than you. No woman takes shit from me, though. I was just 18. I was just like him when I was talking to the conversation. So she said, I'm angry and hostile for no reason. She said the same shit to Keith, and then she got shut down. Then she tried that shit with Ty City. But she can get away with me because I'm not liked by people in the chat. In the Black Manosphere, I'm a so-called ghost. And which I don't mind it. But at the same time, this is me exposing her, showing y'all this is what she does. If you're not known in the chat, you don't go on panels or whatever, she's going to go and say things like this towards you. Mind you, this is March. Just ignore him. I got you. I'm not going back and forth. I'm just trying to share a joke with you. Jess, you are right. So, May the 25th, I was talking about Gabe A and Ghetto Techie. Trying to tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about, that I didn't make 100,000 getting hackers, and I didn't get money, my transactional money in the dark web, deep web. So they try to belittle me like a dick swinging contest. And this is the stuff that they said to me. Just admit, bro, you lying. Laugh out loud. Gabe, get out of there. Laugh out loud. He's just a little loopy. So, all the interactions that I have with people, when people's cool with me in the chat, and she come away with, I'm a little loopy. And this the chick that y'all worship? This the chick y'all say is red pill? Mind you, December, she waits a month. She waits 2 months before she comes at me again with another person. And then March. Then she waits a whole month. And then now she comes at me because Gabe A and Keep It Techie come after me. She always need multiple people to talk shit about me. So this is why I'm gonna title this shit Your Queen, Jessica X, Your Queen. I might title this The Queen, the bully, Jessica X, the bully and queen of the Black Manosphere, talks down to me again. And I'm going to put it in chat. And I want to see how many people going to come to the defense or say something about me or call me names and talk of shit. You're going to prove me right. And you're going to show who you really are. I'm showing you proof about what the fuck she did. And I showed you the timeline. So if you ignore this, I mean, hey, man. So, let's, so, the Black Manosphere is a fucking failure. This space is a failure. I used to run Facebook groups that help black men. I used to hold groups that help people in general, help black men, but men overall. And we never had this problem because we didn't let women in. But every time I give the running keys to black men, it always fucks up. Now, funny to me that a lot of people, a lot of this space never hit on some of these topics. What the Black Manosphere was supposed to be, and is supposed to be right now, instead of having these females in these chats and worshiping them. First, teaching men the best trade schools in their city. Meaning, you help navigate men to trade schools. You just don't tell them to get their shit together. You send them, you get them to the best trade schools so they don't get finessed out of their money like I did a few years ago. Even though I ran through a whole bunch of trade schools, but the only one that were available that I wanted was a school that I thought it was good. And I ended up getting played by it, which was me learning welding. Show the best ways to use tech for their needs for their needs. On what they want. Best gym equipment, best vitamins and supplements to use. Who to be around and who not to be around. Dress good without spending a lot of money. How to save money. How to invest. Best banks to use. I forgot to say best. Help traveling the world with a guide. Best red pill shows and best in movies to watch. Best ways to protect yourself. Best animes and games. Laws to use for yourself. How to cook for yourself. Best way to clean your house and which products. How to use social media to see the reality, which is red pill. Ways to make your own voice and YouTube channels. I mean, I never seen guys help other guys get a channel up like they did with Jessica X. Funny that it never happened. I never seen it. How to deal with health problems and support people who need it in a man's space. It saddens me that some of these things are checked off on certain people's channel, like MOT and Ty City and Zero. All three guys that I see who doing this. The rest of these guys don't do this shit, right? It saddens me that black men always complain about the white man this, the white man that, the white man this, and tricking this and tricking that. The funny thing about white men and other races of people is that they put a price tag on women and they just let that go. And they let them drain them out. They made women a commodity so they can be disposable. These niggas worship women. Every other race seemed to master women but black dudes. So, I want to show you how I mastered women. How I don't fall down to every female in real life who talks to me or try to talk to me. Fat women, women online, because I condition myself to like a certain type of women or woman that I like. And if it doesn't fit that category, I don't budge for that shit. And I don't believe certain women when they come in spaces. I'm not stupid like these niggas who y'all believe this Doja Cat chick who turned out to be a racist bitch who didn't like you niggas in the first place but used y'all lust to gain y'all support. And then the women who was envious of her skin and her complexion and her hair and liked her thought music, and now y'all turned against her because it showed that the white boys was trying to humble her, and the white boys was trying to show y'all black dudes how stupid y'all was to accept her in the first place. Why is it that white guys was the ones that actually exposed this chick for how weak she was before she was famous, before she made that Moo song? But since y'all saw that chick, y'all worship her. Man. These are the women that I like. Right here, right? A chick who's a fitness chick. You can look her up. Blonde hair, nice smile, nice skin complexion. She know how to rock her nails, and she goes to the gym, and she's a fitness chick. If this chick ever says some feminist shit that I see, I would get rid of her. I won't like her anymore. I remember I used to have a huge crush on Laura London. But when I found out that she was with Lil Wayne and I was on MySpace, I pretty much deleted her. I learned how to do that at an early age. If any chick shows any kind of characteristics that I don't like, I always had standards. And this was me at like 15 and so. So I always had standards. So it was kind of like it's easy for me to control myself. It's easy. So I don't hang up on people. I don't let people go because their looks. Because I know it's another woman that look just like her if she fucks up in my mind. Right? Her cute ass with a cute smile. A Brazilian dancer. Funk music. Who's in my favorite funk group. If I see some feminine shit from her, I drop her and get another one. I like her features. I love women with curly hair. Right? I like a girl with a smile. I like her body and everything. See, my interest and lust, or whatever you want to call it, it varies because I don't get stuck on things like a big ass or big boobs and all this other bullshit. Yeah, I got a weakness for chicks with curly hair and certain features and stuff like that. But the fact is that I never let that shit destroy me and hold me down. Ain't like these niggas on here who simping over an avatar. Her sexy ass right here from Teen Wolf. I don't care what anybody say. She has very, very nice bland features that she takes the makeup off, she will look regular, and she's not super high maintenance with it. And she's very beautiful to me. But if she shows feminine shit, I'll drop her. Lena Luthor from Supergirl. She just can get me with that red lipstick and them blue eyes. See, I vary. I don't need a big ass. I don't need all this other stuff. All I need is the simple shit. The eyes and the lips. And you got me. But if you could take it off, I could just bounce. And her. Obviously, because the curly hair, the light skin, the body, okay, give and take, I don't care. Because it's women with curly hair that got no ass and no boobs. So, like I said, and I like women, I can like dark-skinned women as well. But these are the top, right? So, I vary when it comes down to females. I don't simp over a fucking avatar that refuse to be in the space with so-called men, but won't even cam up. Oh, yeah. And also, you know, Gabe A and Keep It Techie and all these other dudes who so-called who got technical skills. Why don't y'all protect guys in the black manosphere from these doxing motherfuckers? If y'all know everything and in or out what works on the internet, and you're supposed, like Gabe A is a simp, you can tell. Why the fuck can't you not protect black men's why can't you protect black men private information from doxers, black women doxer? Oh, my bad. Because you don't give a fuck about black men. You just come in the chat to talk shit because you laugh when black men are doxed and the information in doxed, right? And to Keep It Techie, he's a ghetto ass simp who laughs at people getting accused of being stuff. Because remember, he has an alliance with what's that dude name? D Darrell. So y'all let these guys in the chat who talk about how good they are with tech, but none of you never try to protect black men in the black space that you frequent. Try to protect the information from these women doxing them and trying to ruin their lives. But you can come in there and tell me how wrong I was about how much money I made in the dark web. But I asked Abe, I said, hey, why can't you catch all them pedos in the dark web? How can you catch all them legal transactions in the dark web if you're so-called security from the dark web? And he couldn't answer. See, black dudes, you can't get fruitful information from so-called professional black dudes. And this would be the last thing. Because they always have that simp shit inside of them. Or they always have this nigger shit inside of them. You always got to go to a person like that ordinary gamer for some tech stuff. You can't go in these guys' spaces and ask them. You can't go and ask black guys about anything health related or working out tips and stuff like that. Go to Nick Trafe Power, a white guy. You can't depend on black dudes anymore. I mean, we already know that. But it's more and more obvious that these dudes, most of these dudes, will get high-paying jobs to try to throw guys under the bus. Also, they will try to dick swing on you because they think they know more than you because they're in this profession. But when you prove them wrong, they taxing you. But they still have that ghetto ass mentality and they're not professional. Look at D Darrell, a therapist. I never seen any white therapist act like him online. Like I said before, man, this I've been had that, but I want to tell everybody else, like, I really, this kind of shows me that I really, it makes me feel good to be right. It makes me feel good to actually say, damn, I predicted this shit. I was right about this shit all along with these motherfuckers. This is why my policy is not to trust 95% of black people. Because shit like this. So many professionals in the so-called black manosphere who fucking simps. They ghetto ass. The guys who dick swing. They talk about game being therapists. It's like, now I see why no other race let black people grow. Because they don't want that bullshit to leak into their perfect system that they created for them. They don't want that dumb shit to leak into what they built. And I kind of agree with them. Every time black men get a space, every time black men always try to get somewhere or seem to actually, it seems like every time black men get a space, it's always ruined by black men. And it disappoints me that because we can't, it can't, this is why it's good that this shit can't translate to real life, where you meet these guys in real life and you have to depend on these dudes, or you see them and you have to help, they have to help you with tech. I mean, every single time I went to a black person for help, one time my laptop broke down, right? I went to a Muslim dude because I wanted to go to a black person, try to give him a chance. He got my laptop working for a little bit, and then it broke again. Just so he can try to sell me laptops he had in the back. 3 years later, I went to that same laptop shop to see if it was open or not. It was closed. Previously, I went to a store that sold old games, and I thought they would had some good stuff in there. I thought all they had was old PS1 controllers, and the guy had me sitting there for 30 minutes, and his ghetto ass sister-in-law or whoever wife was sitting there dancing and twerking and getting mad at two customers because they was trying to rush and get their transaction done, and I was there just waiting for the guy to tell me that they didn't have a PS2 controller. And you wonder why black people don't go to black business. You wonder why when black people see guys like Gabe A or Keep It Techie or anybody black in tech, we don't trust you. I'd rather trust an Indian to fix my laptop than a black person. And guess what? A black person did fix my laptop. Because a black person would have told me some stupid shit. So, I mean, it's looking at this stuff. I realize what these dudes are really doing to black men, and I kind of see it, and I wanted y'all to see it. Is that these guys get these jobs? They're agents of chaos. They pretend long enough to get good jobs, go to college, even though they undercover male feminists. They get these jobs and they act long enough to get in these jobs so they can give the advantage over to the women and let the women win. So they work for the women. They're kind of like a double agent, like in the Cold War, where you got a Russian who infiltrates the United States, and they get into the United States and they get like a high power position, and then now you know it's like a Russian agent inside the United States who got power position. This is these dudes. Or you might have somebody who is an undercover somebody who work for somebody else, and or like the mafia. You know, remember like back in the day when you had the Irish mafia, right? How the Irish mafia would infiltrate the cops. They will put Irish people inside the cops so they can control the law, make them judges, make them lawyers. And how you see Jewish people or anybody else, any other race, and they put their people in positions and they hold their breath and act like they're part of the system for long enough, and then they reveal that they really didn't give two hells about everybody else. They only cared about one particular group. And everybody does it. And this is what these guys do it. So this is what they do. They get in these positions of power, the military, tech world. And this is why they're trying to have more black people in the tech world or STEM, so they can control the narrative, so they can try to control your jobs, where they say, if you don't like black women, we're not going to give you a job. Because trust me, if they can control you and based off how much you make money, how much money you make, if you're in the STEM field, you know, if you don't speak like them, you're not going to make money. If you don't go with the women they want you to go with, they ain't going to make money. If they control the reunions, you're not going to make no money. Now I see why the older gentlemen who sit back and keep their position for 20 years don't want these young niggas getting in. Because these dudes are soft and milquetoast. They worship women a lot. They they work on the behalf of women. They talk, dress, act for the woman. And that's the thing that you gotta watch out. Also, you gotta watch out for these dudes who try to ruin it for everybody. The guys that I named off. You got guys in this space who will walk around with a tag and say they SYSBM or they a thinking man or they this and that. and they so insufferable and they so ignorant that they call people weird, they call you losers, they laugh at people who know multiple languages, like Smooth did DK, and then people think that we're all like that. So at some point when we use the tag that we're thinking man, we're seen as a joke. So that means that they're trying to ruin the reputation of the thinking man and MGTOW and anybody else who's smart in the manosphere. And this is their whole plan. They make it so bad. They're trying to translate this to the whole world. They make it so bad. They make them so fucking ignorant where they're disrespectful to people cultures. They're calling people dirty feet bitches. They're saying all this different derogatory remarks about other people cultures that they're going to group us all in with them, and then we won't be able to maneuver out of from them. So we only have to choose to be around them, or we be an outcast, and we have to just stay out and try our hardest to survive without being under a banner, or without being under something or doing something. They're trying to ruin us traveling by saying all these things but doing it in blackface. They're kind of like a white guy in blackface that robbed a bank and dressing in your clothes, and then you walking in the street and you get arrested and you're being blamed for the bank robber. Because it's like, whoa, we found you. You robbed the bank. No, I didn't. No, you did rob the bank. No, I didn't. No, you robbed the bank. We seen you. You got the clothes on and everything else. Now, I'm going to tell you that's what they're doing. This is why these half-breed motherfuckers who thug in, thug out niggas coming in this space, calling themselves thinking men, but they're not. You know, like Zach, who called himself Red Pill, but then he walking around with females and shit, screaming at him and shit. Then you got Ben De Silva, who was talking shit about a child to I see these kids, which should be off limits. People should have checked this dumbass. Then you have all these different people like Smooth coming in there saying all this stuff, game, I'm talking about game and this, and then come on another panel and try to sound serious. I never forget what he did to the guy DK Polygus. I never will. Then you got guys in the chat who says one thing and they do the other. They're trying to ruin the reputation of red pill men. They're trying to ruin the reputation of thinking men. They're trying to ruin the reputation of us so we don't have anywhere to go. Their big plan is to make sure to do as much shit that they can wearing our tags on their bodies. Oh, I'm red pill. Let me say some off the wall stuff. Oh, whoa, I'm MGTOW. Let me say this. I'm a thinking man. Let me say this. Or I'm a black man saying this about another race of people, and I'm going to make sure that you don't have no place to go. And it's not up to you. And it's the shame that it's not up to you to change the mind of people. It's so lucky that other races of people don't look at these fools, and they keep a minimum. Because I can tell you right now, a lot of people don't listen to the black manosphere, and I'm glad the black manosphere don't have as much power as. I'm happy it don't have a lot of power, because if it had a lot of power and people was listening to it at a higher rate, they would try to trap the men that they want to use into being stepfathers and cleanup men, or be a Gabe A and talk about, ignore the stats about men getting married and getting robbed in court and all this other stuff. And the funny thing is that I know what they're doing, and I'm just trying to leave it to you. They're trying to ruin your reputation. And this is why it was so easy for them to put that on Game Changer, because C Boogie was using Game Changer as a way into the black manosphere, or as a way of saying, I'm cool with one of you weirdos, so don't go against me. But when C Boogie finally got a better position in another group and in another lane, he threw Game Changer under the bus. And the same thing happened with Cocaine Kells. Cocaine Kells, on the other hand, use Game Changer to be the queen of the black manosphere, but to be the queen of the thinking men. She doing the same thing Jessica X is doing by saying, I've ruled the normal guys. I got what I want, but I'm going to try to rule over the people who's hard to figure out or hard to use. And I'm going to do what they want, sound how they want them to sound. And then I'm going to do what I need to do. Listen to that live stream, if Custer B still got that live stream up, of where Cocaine Kel said, I had to think about my reputation. I had to think about my reputation. She said it 2 times. She threw Game Changer under the bus because she had a better deal with C Boogie. And C Boogie threw Game Changer under the bus because he didn't need the black manosphere and the support anymore. Same thing with a couple other people. I'm just showing you how these people move. And I'm showing you what they do to people, as I'm using myself as an example, so you don't have to deal with it. So take it how you want. Come at it if you want. I'm going to put it in the title. And that's about it, man. They're trying to ruin your reputation. They're trying to make you be in a one box thing so you can be a cleanup man, somebody's backup plan, or somebody's whatever. And these guys are infiltrating every single spot. This is a big operation that they was doing for years. You got all type of people in this space. Pay attention to these people who got these corporate jobs, or tech jobs, or in the military, and they still act the same way as the thugs. So that's one eye out, man. So yeah, that's about it, man.